welcome live here to Racing Hotspot live event season 2016, covering East Coast Snocross live from Bennington, Vermont. Beautiful day here in Bennington as we are getting ready for 3 races that we got for you: Pro Trail, Pro Open, and let me just check right here, the Sport Superstocks. Both 2 great, amazing races. So now let's look at this racetrack that they've built here in Bennington, Vermont. Just like the rest of New England, basically, Bennington didn't have snow a couple weeks ago, but the amazing track crew and the amazing staff at East Coast Snocross has been working their tails off the last week or so with the snow guns building this amazing track, and it's come to life at the right time. So we start with the starting gate, of course. Right away, as soon as you get out of the starting gate, you're in a rhythm section. Now we have an example of what that rhythm section is, and also we have an example of how important the starts are here, because you are lined up in a single line, and it's insane. We'll show you. After you go through the rhythm section, you go into a split lane corner. You have the inside-outside. The outside has a little bit more banking, but the inside's shorter way to go. So it makes for an interesting start, because that's the first corner you hit after a straight line run. Then you go through a little short chute to lead up to the left-hand corner that is really tight, but it drives well because you'll dive in, hit the banking on the outside, and then that will set you up perfect for that finish line jump. After you go over the finish line jump, after you complete the end of the front straightaway, you go into a sweeping corner, and I say sweeping corner because unlike the other end of the racetrack, there is no short chute. It's just a straight corner. I don't know if you guys can connect to this, but it's almost like Darlington. One end's wider than the other. But now let's look at the rhythm section example that we have for you. So here we are, the whoop section. You see the starting gate. It's just like Monster Energy Supercross, starting in next to each other. So there you go. This was from the heats earlier, and you just see the demand that these whoops put on. Of course, that was a jump start, so the start was called off, but it's a good example of what the whoops show. Now let's quickly look at I can't really say treacherous nature, but the nature of the starts from the gate here. Let's look over at that real quick. So now, here we are, different angle. See the start here, coming down, hit those whoops wrong, and you saw one rider go off there. And then also look at how that first corner is insanely tight and treacherous. Luckily that rider, by the way, that went off in the whoop section is okay. But you see them come back around here in their heats. And these features are going to be very entertaining to watch, guys. So, enough chitter-chatter. Let us show you tell you who's racing, and let's get to the race coverage, shall we? So today, like I said before, we have 3 races for you. That is, once again, the Pro Trail Final, the Pro Open Final, and the Sport Superstock Final. That is the order that they will go in and the order we will cover. Now, before we jump to a quick commercial break here, and then we'll come back to the first race, which is the Pro Trail Final, I just want to say that today's coverage is being done differently than what we've done before. Now, you all have known me to be at the track live with my camera and my tripod and have my headset on my head and be calling it as it goes and letting it roll. But this coverage is done differently. As you can see, it's from a different angle, which is my drone. Now, the drone does not, or with me using the drone, I cannot record while live at the track. And the reason for that is, one, I still haven't figured out a way to do that yet. Two, the drone doesn't have sound, so I couldn't do it that way. And three, really, I just haven't figured it out. So I've really used one for two. But I'll figure out a way to be able to have the headset on and record it onto another device. This way, afterwards, I can just slap the two things together. But what I'm doing right now is I'm recording at home after I came home, and I will be rewatching the races on my laptop and recording them that way. So if my voice sounds a little echoey or like I'm in a room, that's why. I'm not recording live at the track. But yeah, this is the first new way for me to do this, and I think it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna jump really quick over to a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we will have your first feature at the gate. So don't go anywhere, guys. This is gonna be a lot of fun. We will be right back. Welcome back live here to Bennington, Vermont. Once again, I'm your host this afternoon, Mr. Devin Poslusny. Pro Trail feature event here at Bennington. This is going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's the first time I'm covering an event with the drone, I just want to say bear with me if there are any mistakes. But reviewing the footage from earlier today, I'd say I did a pretty good job for a first-time drone user. For a first-time drone flight during an action-packed sporting event. Alright. Riders are lining up. These features are really, really quick. I think this one's no more than 6 or 7 minutes. Really quick. Alright. Getting ready here for feature 1 of 3 that we have for you this afternoon. As you can see from the flags, it is very windy and cold. The drone is doing a very good job of holding its position. As you can see, if you look at the ground and the fencing along the bottom, it is moving around a little bit. Gate drop, we are underway. Straight through the whoop section. Whoa, one goes off. He's able to pull it back on. And now in contact in turn, first corner, another one goes off. And this is only the beginning. First time back into the whoops section. Rhythm section, I'll start calling it. Leader holding his ground. Second place, really trying to get him. They really ride on the edge of the snow. It's quite impressive on what they can do. The whoop section is such a difficult area to get through. Sorry, the rhythm section is such a difficult area to get through. Battle for second across the start-finish line. Focus over on that a little bit here. Going through the rhythm section. that battle will settle down a little bit. Second place starting to gap third, and he is taking off trying to get to the leader. Halfway through this feature here, and you see the leader go along the bottom of the screen. We're going to try to search around for some other action around the track. There's the leader across the start-finish line jump. Whoa, one down in the split lane corner. That sled is turned upside down. As you see, the rider is up and okay. Sectional yellow, of course. We've lost the leader. 2 to go. See, 1 is off there. 2 to go. Lost the leader a little bit here. Oops. Our bad. Or my bad. I believe the leader. Yep. White flag in the air. I believe this is the leader. Oh, we got one down in the rhythm section. Another sectional yellow. And coming off the last corner, here is your winner of the Pro Trail feature. That was quite a race, guys. A couple sleds go off. Guys, I want to just quickly go back to the start real quick. Quite a start. Very intense as far as how they fanned out going down this front straightaway, or the first stretch here. One got knocked off, and then one overshot and went into the other. It was crazy. So now we're going to quickly jump over to a commercial break. We will be right back with your Pro Open feature. Racing Hotspot's live coverage of East Coast Snocross from Bennington, Vermont is brought to you by Uncle Bob's Gotta Go Septic Services. Give them a call at 802-232-2222. Welcome back here to Bennington, Vermont, and we are ready for a Pro Open feature. We'll get right at the start here. This should be an interesting view because we are over the first corner. Here we go. The light goes green and we're racing. Crazy start. One guy right on the edge. Close racing. Woohoo! Everyone will make it through the first couple corners and back into the sweeping corner at the other end. Back through the rhythm section here. The two leaders right next to each other, but they have already put a gap on the rest of the field. Holy cow. Oh, but we got one off right there. Watch out. Well, not one off, one stalled. And the leader has already put a gap in. Sectional caution in that left-hander. Excuse me. Everyone playing follow the leader as the camera's going to move. Oh boy. This rider right here is the leader, and he's handling this course like there is no tomorrow. Or handling it like he's been doing it for years, and he's pulling away like there is no tomorrow. That's a little bit better. Change the different lane into that corner and head back up to the start-finish line jump. He goes back to the other end. Still green. You see that rider who stalled in the last corner before the start-finish line jump. He got pulled off, and he's on the inside of that corner. I want to say that that's turn 4, but I'm not 100% sure. Whoa, contact there before the start-finish line jump. Wow, that was some contact. Leader heads back into the rhythm section a couple more times. This is one of the longer features. I believe this was 16 laps, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, even more contact! Rider down! He's up and he is okay. Oh, wow! Wow! He rides off the track. Let's look at that replay real quick. Right here in the last corner before the start-finish line jump. Oh my gosh. Contact made. Back here. Still logging laps around this course. I don't know if I missed it, but I've yet to see the halfway cross flags. I might have missed it. Might have happened. So I'm not really liking this view that I chose for this race. I mean, so first the pro trail, I was in the middle. This race I'm at one end. Pretty sure for the next one, or the final one for the afternoon for us, it's back in the middle. This is definitely one of the longer features, as you can see, but it is quite entertaining, as we have already had a couple riders go down, and it's now seems to be survival of the fittest, as we have another one down in the rhythm section. So we have 4 sleds left. As we're getting the 2 flags, 2 to go here in Bennington. It was the first event that I had the drone in the air for a race, so that's why none of these shots are like complex like the wire cam is for Supercross, but I could have done that. Oop, we're moving. White flag in the air for the leader as he heads back into the sweeping corners. Great battle here for 3rd and 4th. Oh, contact there. Checkered flag in the air. Wait a minute. Oh, I apologize, guys. That battle there that you saw, that was for the lead coming to the checkered flag. Oh my gosh, I totally saw that wrong. Wow, what a finish for the Pro Open class. Let's look at that finish right to the end there. What a finish, guys. Great battle all the way to the end there in the Pro Open. So now, we're going to quickly step aside one more time for a commercial break, and then we will have the Sport Superstock Final for you, and we'll take you to the end of the coverage. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to the Pro Sports Super Stock Final. Sorry, folks, the drone battery would not let me take off, so I had to warm it up and missed the start here. Couple laps in already. This is the final race of the day we have for you. Crazy racing already around the track here in Bennington. Side-by-side racing. Further back for third place there, as you see them, they're going to come around and get the, just continue to be green flag racing. Only a couple minutes of coverage, or not of coverage, but a couple minutes left in the race. See, because of the cold temperatures, the aircraft was taking its time to warm up, and the race started without us. Yeah, it's a bad day. So, leader out front with a dominant lead. Everyone else single file back, or single file through the rest of the field, farther back, double file. Oh, one goes off there. I don't know if you saw him in the bottom corner. Battle for the lead. Second place looked. Leader will get through the rhythm section a little better. 2 to go. The 2 flags given to the leader. Second place wants to do something. He's going to have to do it soon, as he is closing. Back into the rhythm section. Second place takes the high line. White flag in the air. Crisscross move. Ooh. What a move. Through the rhythms for the last time. One more time, try, not going to do it. The leader will win. The guy who was in first most of the race will win. Here in the Sport Stocks. Yeah. Sorry. Well, folks, that is going to do it for our coverage today here in Bennington, Vermont. I hope you guys enjoyed round 1 of Racing Hotspot's 2016 live event season. But until we see each other for the next event, which is in a couple weeks, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, and we will see you all later on in the year. But until then, thanks for joining us tonight. Have a good night, and have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.